And we are back. So, apologies for the mistakes there. Hopefully this is working okay. Yeah, so we're down to the second to last group now. So basically this is the 25-member battle to get through to the final top 10. You can see them all on the track there. Oh, they actually go that way around on this one. I thought it was the other way around. It's quite a big track, this one. So we're going to leave it at 5 laps because it's a longer track. It'll take a bit longer. So here we go. You can see all the names in there. If you don't think you're in, let me know. If you think you should be. We've had a bit of a technical problem there. So yeah, you guys can now I'm just recording my screen now, so it'll actually bring up the race as well. For some reason, it wasn't recording properly, and also I put an alt in by accident, so apologies for that. We've done it as fair as we can. Yeah, it should be right that Olive gets through, because Olive, you were already through to round 2. So it just, yeah, you were the last person that got knocked out that way. I think that's right. I think that's how it should work out. You take the slot of that, because it was in your group, wasn't it? So you finished in front in the first race of Jushin. So actually, I should have just looked at it that way. You finished in front of Jushin, so you already got through anyway by default. And then round 2, you got knocked out, but you shouldn't have done because there shouldn't have been that Rose Widow in your group. So yeah, that's fine. That works out. That's fair. That's actually fair. Right. I'm just worried. I'm just trying to make it as fair as I can because I don't want people to feel like they're getting ripped off because there's big prizes, you know, sort of thing. But that works out fair, I think, when I look back. So here we go. We're going to go on with race. This is the 25 battle. So the 10 from this go through. If you finish 10th or lower, you don't go through to the final round, but you do win 75 million ISK if you get knocked out still. So you still get something decent. So let's go. We're going to start the race. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. This is for the final 10 shootout. We're actually recording this now as well, thankfully. So this will end up on YouTube at least, the final bits. I'll have to just put the results of the first ones up or something at the beginning of the video. And I'll just edit this one out a little bit. So apologies for the mistakes, but we're on with it now. You can see a big battle here. It's quite a long track, this one, so it's going to be a longish 5 laps. I'm going to go a bit higher up here. There's actually something really cool on this track somewhere as well, I think. Or is it the other one? It might have been the other one I saw. It's going to be quite hard for me to keep up with all these as well because they start getting really fast. So yeah, Corvald in the lead at the moment, but this is going to change. It's 5 laps. Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't realise that. I'm pretty new to marbles, so yeah, that's a big help. Thank you, Lakeman. It wasn't the problem in the early races.
I was guessing.
Yeah, you were practicing, weren't you?
I was guessing.
Which is weird because you don't get knocked out. So, Corvald in the lead as we come round to complete the penultimate corner of the first lap. Here we go, into the final corners. It's going to get mashed up this race. There could be anyone get through in this. Remember, top 10 get through, and that puts you in with a chance of winning the ARC, the 10 billionist prize. There's also 3 months Amiga, don't forget. I'll go through all the prizes before we start the final race, because wherever you finish in that top 10, you're guaranteed a good prize, you know what I mean? So, there's plenty to play for. Osmodeus has now taken the lead. Corvald slipped back a little bit, but we're only on lap 2, so there's plenty of time to go in this one. Osmodeus in the lead. We've got Tyler, Kangpar, Corvald, Noir Widow, Idealistic, Olive, Peregrine, Padophile, and Killerton. Your current top 10, pretty static there, but this will change. You can see they're in the draft now. There we go, down the back straight. Osmodeus pulling away slightly. There's a bit of a gap from, I think that's like, where's that? That's from 6th place onwards to 7th. There's quite a big gap, but everyone's going to close back up in these corners. It's just how it's going to be. There's a lot of people going sideways through them corners at the back there.
Drifting.
All to play for still, though. All to play. Like I say, top 10 go through. So you've got your top 10 at right hand side. You can see who's going through currently. He will be bringing the bacon home here at this rate. Like I say, and if you win this race, like I say, if you do win this race, there's also the added bonus that you'll win 150 million ISK prize as well. Yes. So you're also getting that as well if you get through. So there's lots to be earned in this. As long as you're not a repeat winner. If you're a repeat winner, you'll get the prize from this race, but you lose your early ones to someone else. But we'll sort that out later. I can't believe I'm going to have to do all the results from an audio fucking thing. It's ridiculous.
It's okay.
I wish I'd have screenshot them now, like I said I was going to. Anyway, Osmodeus starting lap 3. We're getting through this pretty quickly. We'll reach about halfway when we get to that corner. So it's all to play for still. The field's not really spread too much. Who's at the back at the moment? We've got Hepes, Symmetric, Dr. Quantum, Quentis at the back, Yantil, Sane, Malavan, DJ. If I do it sideways, like you can see the names better. Who's in the top 10 still currently? We've still got quite a few familiar faces in the top 10. Osmodeus still leading, but Kangpa is now taking the lead. They are in a bit of a battle there into that corner, though, which means the group's all closing up a lot now, because now you can see Tyler, Noir, and Peregrine are all there as well. So the gap has definitely decreased, let's say. Who's that on the inside? That's Tyler getting a nice run there. We've got Kangpa and Osmodeus still up front. As we come to the end of lap 3. Plenty to play for still. The field spread's starting to happen a little bit now. The same names at the back, but there's still plenty to play for. You've just got to be in the top 10 to get through. Ollie's been given another chance here with what's happened. Ollie shouldn't have been in this, but well, he should have been in this, but I fucked up. So Ollie's been given another chance to get through to the top 10 here. As we cross the line to start lap 4. There we go. There's the whole field. You can do your own sounds if you wish as they come in. In fact, let's do a close up down here. Let's do a close up down here. Let's get down.
As they come off turn number 4, we'll let you know when to turn it back down. But for right now, crank it up.
34 is clear. One behind him.
Here we go. You can see it's all kicking off at the back. It's all kicking off at the front as Paul takes the lead. We'll get back up with the leaders because we're starting the all-important final lap now. This is where it really matters. So your placement on track now is very important. Peregrine, Osmodeus, Idealistic, Noir Widow, Tylerina, Corval, Rifters, Olive, Kangpa, and The One are your current top 10. I would bet against that staying the same on the final lap. Let's see as we go round. There's a few detached from the back now. I can't see the rear 5 or 6 getting into the top 10 now. They're a bit far off the lead. Peregrine's stretching his legs up front. Osmodeus, though, gets a pretty poor run for there. I thought he was going to close up there. He gets a poor run. That's going to leave him vulnerable to the group behind. As you see there, now Noir Widow coming through. Idealistic. Tyler's also got a run here. We've got Rifters, who's just suddenly appeared in the top 10. The One, Corval, and Olive still there. Kangpa. In the lead, though, it's still Peregrine. So it's all to fight for still. With Peregrine taking a healthy lead now, but it's this bit here, this corner here is the bit what's going to change everything on this last lap. So your current top 10 is going to be dictated, I think, by that chicane, because it seems to swap a lot of positions. The guys at the back now, I think you're fighting for 75 million ISK at most, to be honest.
And Paul just joined.
Paul just joined. In perfect time, Paul's just joined to see himself possibly get through round 3.
Oh, no.
It doesn't matter, though, really. Even if he gets some bad runs through here, he's still going to get through, don't forget. You only have to finish in the top 10 to get through this. And at the moment, you can see the top 10 on the right-hand side. Paul's back in the lead with Noir Widow right behind him. Idealistic, Rifters, Osmodeus, Tylerina, Olive, The One, Kangpa, Killerton's slipped into the top 10. Then we've got a gap to Corvald. Corvald's going to be the one that loses out first at the moment in 11th. Up front, Paul's pulling the lead. As we go into the final chicane on the final lap of round 3, Paul is pulling the slight lead. Can he get a good run through the final chicane? Let's watch and find out. It's going to be close. Idealistic is side by side with him, but Paul might have the better line off the corner. No, he doesn't. So the win is going to be between Idealistic and Noir Widow as they go side by side across the line. Here we go. Paul is going to get through in 3rd place. It's Rifters, Osmodeus, The One, Tylerina, Killerton, Kangpa, Olive get through. They're the final 10 that get through into the top 10 shootout. The rest of you guys, you're all getting 75 million ISK, I'm afraid, and you're out. Let's have a look at the full results. There we go. So, confirmed, Idealistic, the race winner. Noir Widow, Peregrine, Rifters, Osmodeus, The One, Tylerina, Killerton, Kangpa, and Olive Tenchi are going to be your final 10 through. So,
isn't it the second time that Idealistic won?
So, the final 10. Killerton, Tylerina, Olive Tenchi, Osmodeus, Rifters, Peregrine Deninard, The One Leuston, Rose Widow, Kangpa, and Idealistic. You are all fighting for... So, the first place is going to be an ARC, which is a jump freighter worth about 10.6 billion ISK. The biggest thing we've ever given away by far. Second place will get 3 months Amiga, which is also a nice prize, worth about, I think that's about 7 billion ISK worth. Third place will get 500 Plex. Fourth, we'll get Kaiki's modified multi-spectrum shield harden, which is an officer module. Fifth, we'll get a Redeemer. Sixth, we'll get Chelm's modified mega beam laser, another officer module. Seventh, we'll get a Thunder Child. Eighth, we'll get an Alligator. Ninth, we'll get a Unit F modified omnidirectional tracking enhancer. And number 10, we'll get an Onyx. So you're all getting something worth over 300 million ISK, at least. So, is everyone ready for the final race? We're here, finally.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think I am.
3, 2, 1, 10 laps to sort it out. Let's go. Here we go. 10 laps to sort it out. Who's going to win the biggest prize by far we have ever given away? There's well over 25 billion ISK being given out tonight, which is amazing. I'm really happy with that. And it's a nice celebration. 200 member celebration and our 1 year anniversary combined. And it won't be long before we get in the Christmas giveaways going as well. So there's going to be lots to be given away over this next few weeks. Obviously, we've got the monthly giveaway coming up as well very soon again. Weekly giveaways will be back from now on. I noticed this the other night as well. It's like the thing at Las Vegas, you know, the thing that watches them race. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, it does. It watches them go around. I'll flick back to it in a second. Because at the moment, the race positions don't mean too much. Although, saying that, it's Killerton in the lead from the 1. From Rose, from Peregrine, Rifters, Tyler, Kangpar, Olive, Osmodeus, and Idealistic. And you all win something. This is the thing. So no matter where you finish, you all win something. The higher up you finish, obviously, the better the prizes. Yeah, if you watch it, look, it's just watching them going all around. It's moving now. I'll flick back to it when we go by it on the thing. So at the end of lap 1, in the grand finale, who's going to be across the line first? It's going to be Killerton, I think, who leads us across the line. It is indeed. Killerton leads the first lap. He'll be very happy with that. Let's hope he's there. Well, he'll be hoping he's there at the end, let's say. It could be anyone's game. So there's only 10 in this, not 25, so there's not as many people to get caught up on each other. It's a bit more of a straight circuit, so there's a bit more opportunity for less congestion, let's say. You know what I mean? Like, there's more drafting battles and things like that. So I found it a better track to do the finale on because it keeps the group closer together. Them chicanes made it worse. Let's watch this.
1 behind him.
Fantastic.
Nice.
He's currently watching the 1 take the lead. The 1, he's just watched the 1 take the lead. Killerton is now in second place. Olive coming up to third place. Olive, who was given a gift to get back into this almost. Oh, he should have been here. He should have been in it anyway. It was a fuck up from me. So it's not really a gift. He should have been in this race anyway because Rose had 2 people in it, which wouldn't have been right. But anyway, we keep coming through. I'm sure Rose will be happy just to have 1 in it, to be honest. The 1 off the final corner. We are coming up to the end of lap 2 of 10. It's a long race, this one. You've got to earn your prizes. But this is why I like this track. Look at this. We've done 2 laps, and look how close it is still. I tried it last night, and I did 2 races on it, and I was like, that's perfect for the finale. Because the other ones split up the groups too much. And what you don't want in a grand finale race is a runaway winner too much. You want a bit of close-up front action. Which we've actually had in all the other races, but no one will get to watch because the recording fucked up. But yeah, at least we got to see the second to last round and the finale. The 1 pulling a little bit of a gap, but it's tiny. Look at the size of the track, look at the gap, it's nothing. It means nothing. It's going to be a great race, this one, right to the end. And if you're in 10th now, Osmodeus, don't worry too much as we sit on the hat and we watch the race ourselves. Don't worry too much. You're going to have plenty of time to come back into this one. As you see now, Osmodeus getting a decent run there from 9th position. He's already passed 1. Can he pass Idealistic? No, not at the moment. They all settle in line. Lap 3, the 1 and Killerton up front. Paul just settling in the midfield there, 5th and 6th, along with Olive, Rose Widow. Pretty stable, pretty static, nothing dramatic happening. All to play for still. The top 2 pulling away slightly. Definitely pulling away slightly. Now, if they work together, if they're sensible, Killerton and the 1 could fix this race for themselves. But look at the slipstream battle going on in 4th and 5th and 6th. They're all side by side. It's anyone's guess who will cross the line to win which prizes at the end. You could go from, say, 7th to 5th, and that could be a couple of billion-ish difference. That's what we're playing for tonight. So here we go. So you look, see, already first and second looked like they were pulling away, and Tyler Rena has shifted himself into 3rd place, and has had a really good run off turn 2 there, and he's looking to challenge for 2nd place. On lap 4, we're approaching half distance already. Who's in the 5th place? It's Olive at the moment, Peregrine. Osmodeus is still at the back. He's still lurking at the back. Don't forget, you all win a prize. You all win something. So even if you finish last, you're still going to win a good prize. The 1 pulling away slightly now, but it matters not. Killerton in the draft is gaining some ground back there, you can see. Tyler in 3rd, still closing on Killerton as we come through the final 2 corners of lap 4. Another good run there from Tyler in 3rd place. It's still packed pretty close. There's still anyone's guess who's still going to win this, and who's going to finish in 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and so on. The 1 gets a great exit there. He's led most of this race so far now, so the 1's been in the lead most of this race. But this is where it starts to close up a little bit. You can see. Look at the runs they get in the slipstream, in the draft. as we go across the line now to start lap 5, officially halfway through the race now. As we go into turn 1, the one on the outside, there's a few people taking an inside line, which can often give you a worse exit. As you see there, they all bunch up at the back. The one, again, gets a really good run. He's playing this well at the moment. Killerton into second place still, with Tyler in third. The top 3. Paul now making his move into fourth place. As we get to half race distance, Paul's putting himself into a position where he can win. Olive has been static in fifth for most of the race. He's been sat in a good place. You might want to be in the 4th or 5th places for this. Maybe you don't want to be in the lead throughout. Maybe that's the tactics they're playing up there. Osmodeus has been sat at the back. Maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe he knows there's a big hole in the traffic with the gap, with the air he's going to get, the draft he's going to get towards the end. Who knows? 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th have been pretty static as well. So not much change at the moment. But the one looking good at the moment for the Arc, the first place prize. Killerton in second place. Peregrine and Paul has now moved into third, making his move, as has Olive. Olive's decided to go with. As we come to the end of lap 5, you can see now Tyler has been passed by Paul and Olive. They are starting to make a move. And don't forget the second place prize, 3 months Amiga, third place 500 Plex. There's plenty of this to be won there, plenty of things on the line. The one still got a good lead. That's about the same as it was the last lap. He's on the inside line though for this corner. That's not as good an exit as he's got before. But Killerton also doesn't get a great exit. Which allows the rest of them to close up. It's closing up nicely, this, for the finish. Look, the one now, again, going in slightly early, which means he gets a poor exit. Maybe the tension's starting to get to him, because Killerton's closing back up a little bit on this lap. Olive and Peregrine are right there. Osmodeus still at the back. It's exactly the same as it was last time round, pretty much. Apart from the fact that Peregrine and Olive are now starting to make some inroads. Olive and Peregrine were side by side there at one point. Olive did slip into third. He's about to slip into third again. He's up the inside. Olive takes third place now as we go into the next right-hander. The one and Killerton are separated by about the same gap, first to second to third. They've got this sewn up at the front at the moment. But look at the run Olive got off there. That was a good run. He's closed a little bit there. He's brought 4th and 5th with him as well. Paul and Tyler still hanging on in the background. Idea there just clinging on as well behind Rose Widow. Osmodeus now starts to make a move at the back. He's demoted Rifters to last place as we're about to start lap 7. The one coming to the line, still in the lead. He's led, I think, at least 5 of these laps now. 5 of the 6 laps he's been in the lead. Killerton's been in second. Nothing changing too much. But it just takes one bad exit from the one and he'll drop right to the back of this field. He's got to keep his head now as we go into turn 1 on lap 7. It's a good exit again from the one. Good from Killerton. Solid from all the top 10, to be fair. Very similar lines. Killerton pulling out the slipstream a little bit there, though. He's now going to go in early to turn 2, which is going to give him a worse exit possibly. There you see it. There's the bad exit. And there comes Paul now. Paul's ready to pick up the pieces. They're side by side for second place. The one will be happy to see this. Well, there we go. Killerton and Peregrine just bashed each other there, but the one will be happy to see this. He'll be looking in his mirrors thinking, keep battling, guys. The more you battle, the further I can get away up front. And this is exactly what he needs. Killerton in second. It's Olive now in third. As Peregrine slips back after that contact there with Killerton. He tried to go for second place. Didn't quite make it. Idealistic slips into 5th. And the final positions are very similar to the previous lap, with Osmodeus now moving closer to the top 9, you can see. He's actually 9th, but he's moving closer to the rest of the top 8. The one with a big lead still, the biggest lead he's had so far in this race. Lap 7, coming up to complete. We're now getting towards the end. We're building, folks. We're building. Second place is Killerton. It's been very static first and second. But I have a feeling it's going to change at some point. Olive now in third position, looking to make his mark. And if he wins anything good in this, he'll be really happy, because he was out at one point. He was out due to a mistake, an admin mistake. The one going in early again, that's the earliest he's gone into turn 1, but he seems to be making it work for him. Look, he seems to get a good exit, whereas the others don't. There we go. Killerton gets a bad exit there. That allows Paul and Olive to close it massively.
Crashed.
You think someone crashed? Rose Widow is off the circuit. Rose Widow, how has that happened? We'll have to see on the replay. He's back on, but he's put himself a long way behind now. Well spotted there, Lakeman. I didn't see that. I was looking at the first positions. So it just shows one mistake. And I didn't even know you could crash on this, to be fair. Rose Widow, you're still going to win something if you finish last, but that's taking you right out of the proceedings. The one has got the biggest lead we've seen so far in this race, but look at the gaggle behind him. It's Olive, Killerton, Peregrine, Idealistic, all behind him. Killerton's still defending that second position. Killerton's looking behind Maud. He's looking forward now. Killerton's like looking in his mirrors thinking, I've got to defend here. The one's too fast for me at the moment. The one is, again, taking all the right lines at the moment. I don't know what happened in the background with the crash, but Rose has taken himself right out of the proceedings for any chance of a top 5 finish. So, the penultimate lap is about to start. The one coming to start the penultimate lap. Lap 9 of 10. Here we go. There we go. The one, the biggest lead we've had. How will he get through turn 1 this lap? He's gone to a more traditional line this time. He's gone wide. He's trying to get the run off. Will it work? He gets a good run. Kiloton also in second place gets a good run. It's side by side for Olive and Peregrine in third place. Absolutely side by side. You couldn't get any closer. They're almost touching into turn 2. They need to be careful they don't take him. But look at the run Paul got there. He got a really big bounce off that and takes 2 in one corner and puts himself into second position, giving him a chance. But they're all galloping up again. This is the problem. They're holding each other up a little bit now. The one, again, they'll be looking in his mirrors thinking, please, keep doing this. Keep doing this. Olive is in second. Peregrine in third. Kiloton drops to fourth now. Now they've spread out a little bit. They got a good run there, though. They've closed up a little bit on the one there. It's still on this. Olive in second place now, chasing down the one. We've got 2 more corners to go on lap 9. Kiloton needs to keep his head here. He's still got a good lead, but look at the draft Olive's getting now. Now they're starting to work together a little bit. Look at this, Olive. You're going for it. You're starting to catch up pretty quickly. If you get a good run here, which you do, you get a good run, the gap's about the same, but you're closing a little bit. This is going to be really close in the last lap. You need to work with Paul. You and Paul need to work together. If you've got any chance of winning this, you, Paul and Kiloton have to work together. Otherwise, you're going to be second, third and fourth. Because the one, once again, who's led every single lap, to my knowledge, he's going in early, though, the one. This could cost him. Let's see. What's the one going to get? Is he going to get a good exit? It's not bad. It's not bad exit. It's about the same for all of them. He's now going a different line. Olive follows Peregrine. They're all following the draft. You see them now. They're trying to get in the draft of the marble in front to create a hole in the air to close them up as Olive closes a little bit through there. Peregrine in third place. Also in it still for the first place. The one, can he keep his cool? He's got 3 turns to go and he's going to win an arc. 10.6 billion Iskworth. If he can get it. Oh, and he gets a bad exit there. But Olive also gets a pretty poor exit. I thought that was going to change it massively. But it's still closed up. Olive got a really poor exit as well. They all seem to match up together. The one got a really bad bounce. 2 corners to go. You've got to keep it smooth. You can see the pressure's getting to him now. The one making a mistake in the lead for the 10.8 billionist prize. How does he get through there? Not bad. But Olive's closing up. This is still on. This is still on. We know how close it can get. This is going to be really close. As you get your epic background music. The top 5 are still close together. Olive is coming back. I think the one's going to take it. I think the one's done enough to keep this. What's going to be second place? It's going to be Olive. From Peregrine, is it? We're coming to the line. I see the one coming across. He gets a good bounce off the final wall. The one is going to win. It's going to be Olive, Peregrine, Kiloton, Idealistic, Tyler Reno. It's going to be close for 7. Osmodeus, Kangpar, Rifters, and Rose Widow is going to be our final results. There we go. We're in the pit lane, you see.
Why is Rose so far back?
He crashed in turn 1 at one point. Rose, you still get a prize. Amazing. That was really cool. It closed up. Look at that. We were 0.4 of a second at the end there. It got to. That was really close at the end. The one led every single lap to my knowledge there. That was a really good race. He made the mistake. He made a mistake on the final lap. But unfortunately for Olive, he also made the same mistake at turn 3. I think, Olive, if not for that mistake at turn 3, you might have had a chance there. You might have had a chance. But that's the race done with. The prizes are as follows. The one, you're winning the Arc. Olive, you get 3 months Amiga. Peregrine, you're getting 500 Plex. Kiloton, you're getting the modified Kaika's modified multi-spectrum shield hammer. Idealistic, you're getting a Redeemer. Tyler Reno, you're getting a Chelm's modified Mega Beam Laser. Osmodeus, you're getting a Thunderchild. Kangpar, you're getting an Alligator. Rifters, you're getting the Unit F modified omnidirectional tracking enhancer. And finally, Rose, who had an accident, the first accident we've seen all night, apart from Wham's explosion, an Onyx. And that's it. That is the celebration giveaway complete. I'm going to print screen that result so I don't lose that, because that's the most important one of tonight. That was amazing, folks. Well done, everyone. Thank you for taking part. It was great to have you all on Discord. It was amazing. I really enjoyed that. I apologise for the fuck-ups on my behalf. It was the first time we've done it in a while. I'm just really happy that it all worked out. It was really cool to see you all on Discord. I really enjoyed the race. So, yeah. Anyone got out to say? Anyone want to celebrate? Say things? I'll let you guys get in for a bit, because my throat's gone dry.
When are we dropping Redeemers? So we can lose them.
Well, there's only one been once. Well, we'll have to get, what's his name to drop one?
Stop it, John.
You'll have to get Idealistic to undock it. But yeah, epic. Thank you for everyone for being a part of JAGD. Obviously, this was a celebration of our 1-year anniversary, mashed with the 200 member special. Thanks to everyone for being a part of it. This was incredible. We're definitely doing some more marbles from now on, because this is really good fun. I think what we'll do, we'll bring back marbles in the midweek. for a few things. But I think what I'm also going to do is marbles at the weekend after the weekly giveaway as well, and we'll just do like a bonus round thing or something every week, because it's really good fun. Everyone seems to have stuck around and enjoyed it. So, yeah, thank you. I'll leave it there. We will catch you next time for the next giveaway. Cheers. If I can get to me before Lakeman plays Sayonara. There we go. Stop recording.